And for today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how to recreate Emma Stone's look as Mia in La La Land. I love La La Land, and I know a lot of you guys do too because this has been requested quite a bit, so I hope you guys like this date look with the elegant updo and simple makeup, perfect for Valentine's Day coming up, or just anytime you want to look elegant and pretty. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Make sure you give it a thumbs up if you do, and subscribe so you don't miss any of my beauty videos, and let's get into it. Starting off with the bare face, I'm using some new and fancy products today. First, make sure the skin is hydrated. I'm using the YSLInstant Moisture Glow, and for a primer, I'm using the YSL Touche Eclat Blur Primer, which is gorgeous. Just look at the gold flecks in here. And another great option for dewy, healthy-looking skin is MAC's Strobe Cream, and you can use either of these as a base. I'm loving the YSL products. And my foundation combo today is my CoverGirl Stay Matte BB Cream. I know I use this one all the time, and I'm mixing in my Body Shop Lightening drops to tone down the redness in my skin and give me more of a porcelain complexion like Emma. I'm just blending this mix together on the back of my hand with my beauty sponge, and I'm stippling all over the skin and down the neck. You don't want this coverage to be super thick and heavy because we're going to add some fake freckles and make it look really dewy and natural, but I am going to use the YSL Touche Eclat. Hopefully I'm saying that right. I have a horrible French accent, but I am trying here. And I'm applying this underneath my eyes as well as around my nose and on my chin. This is more like a highlighter than a concealer, but if you just need a tiny bit of brightening up, it's a perfect product because it blends in beautifully to the skin. For some dimension to the face, because we kind of created a very blank canvas, I'm using a cream contour. This is Anastasia cream contour kit, and I'm using the second darkest shade. Another great option is the CoverGirl contour kit. I really like that one as well, but I'm taking it on a stippling brush and applying it underneath my cheekbone, bringing it downwards a bit, and then also underneath my jawline and slightly on the outer portions of my forehead. Still using the cream contour, I'm taking this in between my brows, and I'm also defining the tip of my nose so that it's a bit rounded and smaller, more pixie-like, again, like Emma Stone. Now a little cream blush. I use these Maybelline Dream Bouncy blushes all the time with these movie recreations because they look really skin-like and add a perfect amount of color, so I'm applying with my fingers to the apples of my cheeks, and I've also added a bit everywhere for a natural flush. And now one more step, I'm going in with L'Oreal True Match Lumi Liquid Glow Illuminator, and I'm also adding in the Body Shop brightening drops one more time and mixing it together, and then I'm stippling it on my chin, on my cheeks, a little bit on my nose and my forehead. I don't want to have a super highlighted like highlight and contour look. It's just adding a little bit more oomph to the skin, and I did this inspired by the movie scene when the projector's hitting her face, so it's partly just lighting, but I wanted to recreate it anyway. And as you probably noticed, I have already started doing some faux freckles. You guys know I love creating them, and I came up with a new way to do this when I was on set with CoverGirl actually, and I had a bobby pin and I was dipping it in my cream contour and then applying the faux freckles because I didn't have a tiny brush that I usually use, and this works perfect. So just separate a bobby pin, dip it in the cream contour shade, and then apply it to the cheek. And what I like to do is apply some different sizes, and as it's still setting on the skin, I like to take my finger and pat it into the rest of the makeup because I haven't powdered yet, so it really becomes skin-like, blends in with the other products, and just go in and layer some different freckles. My favorite place to highlight is my cheekbones with freckles as well as my nose, and I also make sure to sprinkle it a little bit everywhere. Stipple on some translucent powder on your cheeks, on your forehead, any place that you really want to make sure the freckles stay and that your makeup stays on, but you don't want to over powder because we do want to look very dewy and natural. And you can go in with an ashy matte brown if you need to deepen up any contours. I'm just leaving mine as is, and then I'm taking this Too Faced highlighter and I'm applying it to the tip of my nose to recreate Emma's really cute upturned nose. And we are finally done with the skin, and it's on to brows. I'm using Rimmel Brow This Way, and this is perfect for me when I do have my hair colored a bit more reddish because it does pick up a little bit more red on camera. And I'm applying first the gel side and combing them into place, filling them in, and then any spots that I need to deepen up a bit more, I'm going in with the powder. As for the shape of the brow, feather in the front and make sure that they're slightly arched. And And next, I'm using an Armani palette. This palette is beautiful. It's the holiday collection. It definitely is more of a pricey palette, but you can find lots of dupes for the shadows I'm using, especially because they're very basic in shade. So first, take a whitish shadow. You want it to be matte and not too chalky, and apply this to the brow bone quite heavily. Emma Stone has hooded eyes, so usually the detailing is just focused on her lash line and her brow bone. So you really want to pack this on, and I'm also having this as a base over my entire lid. And next, take a taupey shade and define the outer and inner corners of your eye as well as underneath the lids. Sweep back and forth underneath the bottom lash line for some shadowing and pop in a shimmery shade in the inner corner. And that's it for shadows for now. Next, I'm going in with a really soft eyeliner pencil that I love. It's from the Body Shop. It's a really cool product. So I'm starting in the center of my lid and then just following along my natural lash line there. And when I get to the outer corner, I'm not going to wing it out. I'm taking it slightly past where my lid naturally ends, but I'm actually bringing it a bit downwards. And on the bottom lash line, instead of smudging it right into my bottom lashes, again, I'm bringing it slightly downward on the outer corner, and I'm just creating a shape for my eye that's slightly closer to Emma's. Let's soften up the top liner a bit more. I'm using my Armani palette still, and I'm using a black matte shade on a tapered brush, and I'm just going back and forth, making sure it's soft, it smokes upwards a little bit, and I like to have the center of the line a bit thicker than the inner and outer portion. This is going to be more of a half moon shape, again create more of a downward tapered effect. And underneath the lash line, I'm taking that same tapered brush and locate where your eyeball is and then kind of enhance that. So we're going to create kind of a smiling eye effect, which I think looks really neat, and in the end, as I've said before, it's just going to give our eyes more of a similar appearance to Emma's, and yeah, it's just really focused on the lash line. Add some more dimension to the eye by bringing in a deeper shadow just to the outer corner. And now for mascara, I'm not going to curl my lashes, and I'm going in with Revlon's Ultimate All-in-One Mascara. I really like how this is a smaller applicator, so you can really get in there and get your lashes. But for this look specifically, I am really focusing it on volume, not length. So I'm getting right at the base of the lash, and I'm not bringing it all the way through because we don't want lashes that are too glamorous and spidery. We just want it to naturally define the eye. Fade in your lip line. I'm using Maybelline Color Sensational Shaping Lip Liner, and I'm in the shade Rich Chocolate. They just came out with a whole bunch of these, and I'm making sure that my Cupid's bow is kind of like sharp. I'm not going over it or rounding it out. I'm making sure that it's pretty distinct and kind of heart-like. And for my lipstick, I'm going in with an Hourglass lip shade. This one is in the shade Inventor. I really like it. I'm just dabbing it on, and then you have a natural, nice worn-in lip shade that looks really pretty. So this is it for the complete look. I think it's really cool, and now we're just gonna do the updo. I have second day curls, and I'm brushing out my hair, and I'm shifting my part over just offside of the middle, and then I'm going backwards in a diagonal. Combing back the crown section, pin with an X in place. You can spend time teasing this section and creating a more volume, or keep it very casual and quick like I'm doing here. On the side of your part that you have less hair, start brushing backwards and pin the upper section to cover the original bobby pins. With the leftover bottom section, sweep this upwards and wedge some bobby pins upwards to hold it in place. Next, a super easy twist. Hold the remaining hair in your hand and twist inward slightly. While still holding the shape, twist the ends into a bun and tuck the ends into the base of the twist. Start pinning in place this low-key, easy twist. I loosened up the front section slightly, and there is the simple updo. I do have a couple little hairs in the front to help frame my face, and overall I think this is elegant, but still super quick and easy, and kind of a foolproof hairstyle. Makes me freaking cry. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed today's La La Land tutorial, and if you did, make sure you hit that thumbs up button and subscribe so you don't miss any of my beauty videos. I love to do movie recreations, so if you have any ideas, let me know in the comments. And if you want to stay updated and see what tutorials are coming up next, make sure you're following me on Instagram and Twitter. All my social media links are listed down below, as well as all the products, and I will see you guys in my next video.